Hi there, I'm Melissa. I'm a board member with Enhearten and Unseen Leaders, and today I'm going to be discussing some strategies that can be useful if you're feeling aimless or stuck with your project. SMART goals refer to a tool that is used when you're really trying to define and carry out what your project is. And by considering these 5 different characteristics, it can go a long way to overcoming obstacles, having effective communication that has everybody in your team on the same page, and allows for sustainable and consistent forward progress towards your project or your goal. In SMART goals, the S stands for specific. So consider making your plans as specific as you can, such that yourself and others understand what it is you're working towards. So if you talk about building a community center, really lay out what kind of a community center this is, how big is it going to be. Try to really clearly define as much of your project or your plan as you can. The M stands for measurable. So this will relate to anything that you can quantify, you can put into a number. How big will things be? How much will they cost? How many people are involved? Anything that can make your project and your plan measurable so that everyone understands how we're going to carry out what the plan is. The next one is attainable. I encourage you to really consider if your plan, your goal, is achievable and doable. And you might even consider what you and your teammates have accomplished in recent months or as up till now with the startup of your project. And if you find that you're making reasonable progress in the way that you would like, then chances are your project, yes, is doable. Another way to consider it is to think about percentage, how much do you have confidence that you're going to be able to attain or achieve what it is that you're working towards. And if you find that your confidence level is less than 50% or lower than you would like, then kind of envision, how you have the timeline laid out, maybe the scope, the size of your project. Doesn't need to be broken down into different stages or steps. Whatever adjustments need to be made, go ahead and do what you need to do to adjust them and to make them more attainable, such that you feel more confident and more secure and at peace with the plan that you have before you. The R stands for relevant. So when we think about projects and plans, there can be a lot of goals and objectives and ways that you plan to carry things out that are very good, but not all of them are necessarily important or essential to getting a basic project or plan going. And so you might consider breaking things down more, adjusting the timeline, whatever it is that you think would be helpful, such that each step is relevant and doable, and it really makes sense the way that you have it laid out. The last one is the time limit, the time sensitivity to the project. Try to really lay out your project according to a timeline that you can carry it out. And so if you find that you're not able to stay within the timeline, you may have to make some adjustments, and either to the timeline or to your plans, maybe breaking things down into smaller steps, or perhaps putting things off, certain parts of the project off till a later date, so that you're able to stay with the timeline. If it's really hard for you to estimate what the timeline should be or what it is, or you find yourself being very vague with setting a clear timeline, it may be that the stages of the project that you're in now, or the initial stages of the project, need to be clarified a little bit more, broken down in some way, such that you have a better control over estimating a good timeline for the project that you have. If you're able to clarify what these SMART goals are, I think that it will really set a better foundation, or a good foundation, I should say, for starting a project and getting everybody on the same page together. The last thing that I wanted to mention is that SMART goals are designed to help you make the most of the time, the finances, the energy, and the efforts that you have. If you would like to learn more about developing the vision for your project, developing skills as an unseen leader, or how to network and find other unseen leaders to come alongside you, we do offer free one-on-one coaching services through Enhearten, and you can learn more on our coaching page, or if you have specific questions, on the contact page of our website. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.